Good afternoon, Lego Business Network. My name is Ifoma Ben, the founder of Lego Business Network. A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to a new week. As we've started a new week, welcome to a new week. It's a continuation of the video I was supposed to have 2 days ago. In fact, I started the video broadcast, but unfortunately it ended abruptly and I had another engagement, so I wanted to continue it that night, but unfortunately too I came in very late, so I'm back. So it's good to know that we are. Let me see. Okay, we'll be starting the broadcast. Today we'll be talking about SWOT analysis. Frederick is online. Thank you for joining. So, but before I continue, let me invite a few persons. I'll just invite a few persons to join the broadcast. Okay. So I'll be talking about SWOT analysis and how it affects us as individuals and as business people in our behaviors on a personal level, and also how it affects our businesses. So at the end of the broadcast, I'll be talking about our plans for startups and existing businesses and how we intend to help them. So stay till the end of the broadcast because we have a mouth-watering offers for the new year, especially for members of the Lego Business Network, and we'll also be unveiling our plans for the new year. So SWOT analysis, SWOT simply means the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So when we apply that analysis in our individual lives, it is just a matter of considering your strengths. What are you good at? What do you have? What are your strengths? In which areas are you strong? In which areas are you weak? We all know our areas of strengths. Even in the secondary school, in this subject I'm good. I'm very good at this subject, and you know that even without really putting so much effort, you can make an A in that subject, or at worst a B. But there are subjects you're not very good at. You devote more time, you work tirelessly, you study day and night to make sure you get a very good grade. At the end of the day, you might end up making a C. Why those other ones you did not even put so much interest in or so much effort in? Or because those are your areas of strength, you make an A in them. So all those things apply in daily lives. There are people that are very good in computers. They don't even need, some of them did not even go to computer school. Some of them did not have any special tutelage in computers, but they can do so much. In fact, when they start doing businesses online, also start using some packages or some other things that help businesses go online, you wonder how, in fact, they came about that. But some people are not very good at that. Some people are not very good at using online tools and some other things. While some are experts in that field, not necessarily because they had to go for training, but because these are the things they do seamlessly. These are their areas of strength. So how does that affect us as individuals, and how do we maximize our strengths? You know what you are very good at. Assuming as a legal practitioner, there are various areas of law practice. There are people who are very good in litigation. They can afford to sleep in courts, even if they spend 24 hours in court, they don't get bored, they don't get tired. There are people who, in fact, litigation is not just their thing. They don't just want anything to do with the court. Yeah, they are still practicing law. There are other areas you can practice apart from going to court. So there are people who are very good in settling disputes out of court, called that's alternative dispute resolution mechanism. They're very good in that. Those are their area. That area is an area of strength, and they do that seamlessly. They still earn their money, and they achieve more in that aspect because that aspect is their area of strength. So even in our individual lives, there are things we do seamlessly. There are people who are very good in braiding, making hair, and within 30 minutes 1 hour, you just be wondering how far they have gone, and they've made a very beautiful hair. But unfortunately, that's not my area of strength. So I can't start struggling with them in that aspect because that's not my area of strength. So, and there are things I do. I can afford to stay in the computers, typing, doing work all night. But there's really some people who cannot stay awake beyond 11 p.m. They'll just sleep off. So, but me, I can stay awake all through the night working and all that. So I'm used to it. That's part of my strength. So one, we have to discover our strengths. What are those areas we know that we are very strong and we are very good at? What are those things we do better than others? Even in your workplace, in your business, there are things you can do very seamlessly. So discover those areas, write them down, those things you can do very, very, very well. These are your areas of strength. Then what are those things you are not really very good at? What are those weaknesses in our lives where nobody is 100% good at everything? It's not possible. You're not very 100% good at everything. There are areas you'll be very, very good at, and there are areas you may not be so good at. You might still be making effort to be good at them or to perfect them, but there are areas you are better off than some other people. So those areas you are better off, how do you use them? How do you use those areas of strength in your individual life, in your business? And how do you also manage your weaknesses? So those areas of strength are meant to help us build our lives, our businesses, and shine in our different fields of human endeavors. So those things, once you discover that these are the things I know how to do well, I know how to do better than others, then you learn how to use those areas of strength to build yourself as an individual and to grow in your business, to build your business. For instance, if you know you speak very well, you speak very fluently, and there are people who they don't just want anything, they don't talk too much, and they don't want anything that will just make them talk too much. If it's they can write from today till tomorrow, but talking is not just their thing. You talk well, you communicate well, you can really speak in the public. Then why not consider public speaking? Why not consider even really using that particular skill in building yourself and in growing your business? So if you have the skill, you can speak very well in the public, and you can address people. You start training yourself on public speaking and start looking out for engagements where you can speak in your areas of expertise. Look out for organizations that organize such events, and also plan to organize one that can help you grow in your public speaking. And you can also make money. Sometimes when you are starting off, you want to showcase yourself, you want to make people know, you want to really be visible. So you might not really attach so much important money or maybe other value to speaking, but by the time you get good at what you are doing, you get good at what you're doing, then you attach so much importance to it, and you can even charge for speak at event. A lot of people charge in dollars, charge so much money in dollars to facilitate events, to speak at events. Some even to act as compare for events, they charge millions. So, but they did not just start charging that million. They started at a lower level and started grooming themselves. They know that they are good at that particular thing. Some, while they are in school, they can act as compare in their church program, in their departmental program or faculty program. They kept on building themselves. Then, when they now grow up, by growing up, I mean really leaving that particular stage they are and going to higher stages, you see that they have perfected that skill, so they can now go for very big events and act as compare and earn so much from that skill. So we need to really develop our strength, and that strength both in the individual capacity and even in our business. So we need to really look at those areas of strength and build them and keep on improving in that aspect. Then applying it to our business too. Depending on our different kinds of businesses, you can use your areas of strength to grow your business. Then you know how to speak. You can really do live videos, audios, even organize physical events to help build your business. That can also help if you have some others. If you are very, very good in online tools, then you can use that online tools to grow your business, to even organize training for people who are not so good at that. But you do it so seamlessly. So why waste that talent? Why waste that skill? So you can really organize events, online meetings, via Zoom, Skype, and other means, Facebook live videos, audios, and what have you. So train people in that particular skill that you have, that you know that people need. They need that skill. You're a graphic designer. You can organize classes for those who are interested in being graphic designers, social media managers, video courses. If you are very good at all those, you can organize events, physical events or online events that can earn you money. So just be good at what you are doing and discover that area of strength as an individual and as a person. Then coming to weaknesses, how do we manage our weaknesses? Like I said, and as everybody knows, nobody is 100% perfect in everything. Then if you are that 100% perfect, you are not of this earth. There must be areas that you are very good at, and there must be areas that you are not so good at. So those areas are not so good at, how do you manage them? Then those weaknesses, your areas of strength are meant to help you to manage your weaknesses. So those areas you are not very good at, the strengths you have will help you to manage those weaknesses and to help you get better and better in those areas you are not so good at. So God gave us both the strength, our talent. You are good at this, and the other person is better at that. So the areas you are not good at, you can learn from others. You can learn from others. That's where humility comes in, because you are not a master of everything. The areas you are a master, will help you to grow and to build your business. Then the areas you are not good at, look at somebody who is very good at that. Try to understudy the person. Try to learn from that person. Look at avenues where you can learn. Look at avenues where you can get better in your areas of weaknesses. both as an individual or as a CEO, as a business owner. Then coming to opportunities, there are so many opportunities that are available to us in our personal capacity and also as a business owner. For instance, as a lawyer, I know that there are opportunities for young lawyers. There are opportunities for those in the older, those who are older in the profession, and those who have also really are not so young, but they are still not that old. So you look out for opportunities based on your areas of interest. So as a corporate and commercial lawyer, I should be able to look out for opportunities that will help me grow as a corporate and commercial lawyer, opportunities that will help me build my profession as a legal business consultant. So it should now be to look at the areas where these opportunities are. Are there things I need to do in order to take up these opportunities? Then I should take steps in embracing those opportunities. In our businesses, in our different careers, in our various industries, there are a lot of opportunities to improve ourselves in our personal development, capacity building, and as business owners, we should always look out for opportunities in our industry. There are sustainable development goals. Have you looked at these sustainable development goals of the United Nations? There are opportunities in this area where the United Nations is looking out for people who are in various, I think there are about 17 of them, the United Sustainable Development Goals. So just Google them, look at them. There are areas where look at areas where your business can fit in. There are opportunities in those areas, scholarship opportunities, for training, capacity building, and those areas. And some of them are fully paid for, fully sponsored. So those look out for various opportunities in the government, in the private sector, in your business, in your industry. There are so many of them, especially in this new year. Look out for opportunities that will help you grow as an individual and that will help your business. So as we are setting our new year goals, what we want to achieve, there are various opportunities that we can tap into that can help us grow in our businesses. So look out for all these opportunities in your business. Then there are threats. There are threats that would really want to that might affect your business or even affect your taking those opportunities. How do you also manage those threats? How do you overcome some of those challenges or problems? So all these things go hand in hand. So considering your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities that are available, it is when you discover those opportunities that we'll be able to take them. So these opportunities exist, but a lot of us are not aware, and these opportunities just come and go without us taking the benefit of the opportunities. So we should look out for all these opportunities, even when there are threats or challenges. In respect of checking these opportunities, we should not focus more on those threats or those problems or those challenges, but rather we should be looking at solutions, should be looking at how we are going to overcome those threats, how we are going to overcome those challenges. So Akebe Samuel said there no audio. Okay. I believe you can all hear me. He said, I can hear you now. Okay. Thank God you can hear me. So we should look at those opportunities and those threats. Look at ways we can overcome the threats. Look at ways we can take the opportunities that are available. Look at sustainable development goals. Look at Google Skills. There are trainings. They are organizing for startups, entrepreneurs from time to time. Look at programs organized by Facebook, and some of them are really free of charge, but it's because we do not know that these opportunities exist. There are opportunities that are that can help us grow in our businesses as individuals, but we do not know them. So one thing is to find out what these opportunities are, where they exist. Even if there are challenges towards, if it's an international opportunity and you consider a threat, maybe you do not have international passport, it can be a threat to taking that opportunity. So it's just for you to create solutions, to look for ways of overcoming that threat, overcoming those challenges by, for instance, getting your international passport and making sure that when these opportunities come, maybe international opportunities, you do not miss those opportunities. So the SWOT analysis are things that can help us discover ourselves the more by discovering your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities around you, and the ones that will be beneficial to your business and the ones that will be beneficial to you as an individual. So even if there are threats that are, because there will always be challenges, there will always be problems. So nothing good comes easy. So when those challenges come, don't focus on the challenges, focus on solution. Try to bring solutions to those problems so that you'll be able to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. So the other day we talked about goal setting. Maybe if you've not watched the first video, the one we had on the second, please do watch the video, because we talked about setting smart goals, as specific goals, measurable goals, achievable goals, realistic goals, and timely goals, time-bound goals. So you should try to also watch that video. Then now coming to our new year plans for startups and existing businesses. Like I said at the earlier time when I was starting the video, and also in my notice in the other video that ended, we are going to be working with 10. We are going to be working as in trying to assist at least 10 startups and existing businesses to help them grow in their business. And we're going to do a startup business development, a package for startup business development package for those who want to register a business name. And the package, there's a package for business name, package for companies that have not yet been incorporated. Then also there's a package for companies or business names that are already in existence. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. Someone said there was no audio, but I think you can still hear me now. Please, if you can still hear me, let me see your comments in the comment section, just to know that you can still hear what I'm saying. So I said that there's a package for startups, those who want to incorporate their business as register their business as a business name, and those who want to register their business as a company, and some existing businesses, either as a business name, a company, or incorporated trustees, that's NGOs and other business non-business organizations. So for startup business development package for a business name, we want to help them build their business, because we see that a lot of businesses crash because they make legal mistakes, and we want them to avoid all these legal mistakes. So we'll be taking them by the hand from the beginning of this January till the end of 2020. And for those who have not yet registered the business, we would give them legal business advisory services. So know the appropriate legal structure that will be better for their business. A lot of people just go and register take any kind of a legal structure, but there are various forms. You have various types of companies, both private and public company, company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. So we would educate them on all these kinds of corporate structures, all these kinds of companies, and also have a one-on-one discussion with them to know the appropriate legal structure that will be best for their business. And we would also start the process of incorporating their business after educating them on the proper legal structure and knowing what kind of business they want to do. We will then guide them through on the choice of a proper legal structure for their business. So we will then register the business after we have educated them on the appropriate legal structure for their business. I will also educate them on the advantages and disadvantages of all these corporate structures. So after analyzing all this, we will then go ahead to help them choose the best that is suitable for their business. So after registering the business, the package also includes the tax registration and opening of a corporate account. As a business owner, you shouldn't use your personal account to run your business. Otherwise, you will not be able to monitor the growth of your business. It's always very good. A lot of people do not understand this, but it's always very good. As you're registering your business, you also do tax registration. I will also guide you on what it entails, different kinds of taxes and the ones that apply to your business. There are various kinds of taxes, but it's not all the taxes that apply to your business. So we'll educate you on the ones that apply to your business and how you can also stay tax compliant. So we'll help them in respect of this. After the company registration, we'll go into the tax registration and help them in drafting the board resolutions and other documents relating to opening of corporate accounts. So after achieving this, then the next step also is helping them have a legally protected business. This is just I'm going to explain more what we call retainer. So retainer, when it comes to legal services, is having a lawyer or a law firm that will be in charge of all your legal needs from A to Z of all your legal needs. In that case, we call it general retainer. So general retainer, what it means is that before you take any particular step, before we have businesses on general retainer, and any step, in fact, we have, before some of them, their CEOs or their MDs take any step, there's an email that they received and they want to know what to do. So we advise them on all their correspondences before they go out. We review some of them, we draft some of them, we draft all their legal we are in charge of all their legal documentations across board. We are also in charge of maybe we can also have meetings with them or with their investors, with their business partners from time to time. So those who have this package for general retainer, we have this general retainer agreement, general contract signed by our law firm and the business, the owners of the business, the CEO or the managing director of the business, and this helps them pay a certain amount of money for the whole year that will cover all their legal needs. I know from time to time some people will say, okay, I want you to help me draft these documents, these legal documents. I want you to help me draft this, or I need consultation on this. Can we have a meeting and all that? So they pay. Some of those people pay for each particular service, and you see that sometimes it might be expensive if you have to pay for each particular legal service. So what we are offering for startups and for some other existing business it's advisable to have a lawyer on retainer to cater for all your legal needs, from legal advisory services. If you're having a meeting with your investors, you'll be able to discuss with your lawyers first, and even have your lawyer sit in the meeting and advise you on certain steps before you even start taking certain actions. Before you start taking certain actions in your business, in taking investment, or in getting investors. So all these areas will be taken care of, and the lawyer will put you through all this and review all the documents that pertain to your business, and guide you through in taking certain decisions as regards your business. So the general retainer package has to do with all the legal needs of your business. Then we also have an aspect of a litigation. Maybe when there is a lawsuit and all that, we analyze it. Then we can bill based on the nature of the service. So for startups who are interested or who are making decisions in building a business this year, so we'll be having a package for them. Then a package also for companies. If you want to register a company, you want to run your business as a company, but before then, we would have discussed with you, would have had a one-on-one meeting with you to know the one that suits your business more. So after looking at the one that suits your business more, you see that consider that a company is more suitable for you than a business name. Then it will be better for you to register a company. Then if it is for business, we'll look at the ones that will suit the business more and adopt that corporate structure. Then go over to the other things that we are talking about. So for startup business development, for business name, would register the business name, do the tax registration, help you incorporate account opening, do some references for you, and also put you through and work with you for the rest of the year 2020. So this package goes for 150,000 naira for the category of a business name. Then for the category of a company, we know the amount to charge for company registration alone, but this package includes the company registration and also tax registration, corporate account opening, and also for legal advisory services, legal documentation for the rest of 2020. So this package goes for 200,000 naira for a company limited by shares, for companies generally. Then for existing companies, registered, the business is already registered, and whether as a business name or as a company. So we also have a provision for them for a general retainer. So for that general retainer for existing businesses is 150,000 naira, and for companies also 200,000 naira. 150,000 naira for existing businesses and 200,000 naira for companies. For existing business name, 150,000 naira, 200,000 naira for companies. Then for the benefit of Legal Business Network, and for all those watching this video and those who also watch the video later, this is just a rare opportunity. But for those quick action takers, we'll be doing a discount, and the discount is going to last for a certain period. For those who are going to take action immediately. So if you're going to take action immediately for startup business development, for those who have not registered their businesses at all, for business name category, which is 150,000 naira, and anybody who is going to take action within the next 24 hours will get that service at the cost of 100,000 naira. And like I said, that's a general retainer for all your legal needs, for the year 2020. All your legal needs, legal documentations, and all the legal services you'll be that will affect your business, apart from cost of maybe cost, government, and all that. All those legal services retainer, general retainer for the year 2020. So we'll be getting that package for 150,000 naira to 100,000 naira if you act within the next 24 hours. That's between now and the close of, let me not say close of business, okay? Extend it to 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. So that will include both the business registration, tax registration, corporate account opening, and other business needs, legal documentation, legal advisory services, and other legal needs for the year 2020. So you can get that package at a discount of 100,000 naira within the next 24 hours. So for companies, startup business development package for companies, that includes registering your company with a share capital of 1 million share capital. So that package will include registering your company with a share capital of 1 million share capital, also doing your tax registration, corporate account opening, legal documentations, and all the legal services that your business will require, for your company will require for the rest of 2020. We will not be charging you. So that package is going for 200,000 naira. But if you are able to act within the next 24 hours, you'll be allowed to pay the sum of 150,000 naira. So the existing businesses for business name and for companies for business name also have that retainership for the cost of 150,000 naira for the rest of the year, and for the companies 200,000 naira for the rest of the year. And this can also apply to the business name and companies that are already existing, that will get it at the rate of 150,000 naira for business name. You're able to pay within the 24 hours. Then company for 200,000 naira. If you're also ready to act between now and 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. So these services, if we render them individually, we can come to us to draft an agreement for you, and depending on the nature of agreement, we can charge you 50,000 naira, or as the case may be. But this is, and if you are going to draft that kind of agreement for, like, let's say 3 times or 4 times within a month, you have exhausted the 200,000 naira. But this service is for the whole of 2020. So it is a way of helping startups stay legally compliant. So when you take this package, it helps you to also stay compliant in your business, because you always have a lawyer to talk to in respect of any decision you want to take. You have a lawyer to review your documents, maybe documents sent by your partners or your investors. You always get it across to your lawyers to review all these documents. Then if there are meetings by your investors or some other things you want to do, you can have a discussion with your lawyers at no extra charge. So it's a way of encouraging startups to build legally protected businesses, because startups are always some of them complain that they are not able to afford legal services. So legal services are also not cheap, because there are a lot of things involved. You do a lot of research, a lot of time is put into that, into achieving rendering certain services. So it's not actually cheap. It's not in the aspect of the time also spent in rendering those services by the lawyer. So if you consider your time, consider the research and all that, you also have to balance it in respect of the amount to be charged. So but we are giving this special package for startups, and to further encourage members of this community, members of the Lego Business Network. And if you're able to take this package, then within the next 24 hours you can get it at these discounts. For business name 100,000, for company 150,000. Then after the next 24 hours, then you will still be able to get it, but not at the discount. But a further consideration I can give is that you can pay the full amount, maybe in two equal installments. If you are really desirous of getting this service. It's really a way of trying to encourage startups, to help them build their business. And if you really understand the value that is packed up in this particular package, in this particular retainer, a general retainer for this amount for your business for a whole year, then you would understand that you are really getting it is really a good mine. For businesses, for certain businesses will charge 1.2 million as retainer for a year. That's 100,000 per month. So some we charge 600,000 for a year, depending on the kind of the kind of business the person does. So, but because we are dealing with startups, people who maybe their financial ability is not that much, some of them are really struggling and all that. So that's why we consider all this, and we're able to give out this service for this particular amount. So if you are really interested in taking this offer, send me a DM, and we discuss further on how to get across, how to start up in respect of for those startup business development, how to start up your business registration and some other things that are involved. So we can send you the retainership agreement, you go through it, we execute the agreement, and you make payment, and we would start the services. It's really one of the things you need to do for your business this year. So you need to have a budget for your Lego needs, for the Lego needs of your business. It's part of the business cost, and it's something you would thank me for in the future, because when you get it right at this moment, you would be on the proper foundation, and you would have you would thank me for putting you through and for laying this solid foundation for you and for your business. A lot of people do not understand it that way, do not understand the value that is packed into it, and do not understand the benefits for the business. There are some opportunities that are out there, but because you do not have a registered business, you do not have people to put you through, you do not have a solid foundation for your business, you are not able to take those opportunities because you do not have the proper counselors, the proper consultants who put you through at the beginning. You make some business legal mistakes that are very drastic, and which you regret. So we don't want you to have this regret. That's why we are making this offer. And it's just we may not be able to take so much because we already have a lot of people on retainer, and this is a very subsidized amount. So if we take it so much, it might even affect some other businesses we are working with right now. But as members of this community, we have to make this offer so that that's also our contribution for the year, for your business for this year 2020. So send me a direct message or messenger, send as a comment on this video, so that we can know how we can put you through and we start working with your business, especially for the startup business development. There are opportunities in the bank of industry and in the government that you don't even know, but we have a relationship with some of these organizations, and for people in our network, for people who we start grooming their businesses from the startup level. So when these opportunities come out and when they get across to us, we first of all make those opportunities available or link the people in our retainer or in our network to these opportunities first before we even reach out to other people. So we'll be rounding up the discussion here. And remember your goal setting. Remember to set smart goals, specific goals, measurable goals, goals that are achievable, realistic, and time bound. And also remember your SWOT analysis to analyze your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and the threats. So all these are very important for this new year. And when you smash your goals, appreciate yourself as you're reviewing your 2019. Look at the areas you did very well. Appreciate yourself and be happy. Appreciate yourself that you achieved this. You give yourself a treat. You can take yourself out, have a good meal, then sit down and draw your lessons from all those achievements and look at how you apply them to your 2020 goals. So for the retainer, though, all those who are interested in the retainer, you can send me a direct message, or you can send it as a comment on this video. If you have questions, you can as well ask in the comment section. I'll come and answer the question. So as we are rounding up, I would appreciate those who join in this broadcast. Frederick Cyrus Ebel, thank you for watching. Precious Samuel, thank you for watching. Precious said Happy New Year. Precious, thank you. Sholadari, thank you for watching. Okudele, thank you for watching. Who else? Jesse, funny, thank you. Jesse, how are you doing? Babatunde, thank you for watching. Richard, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And thank you all for being part of the broadcast. Benvera Chinonye, thank you for joining. We are just we are ending. Maybe we may need to look at the broadcast again. So thank you all for joining. And if you miss the broadcast, you can watch a replay of the broadcast and take the offers before the discounts disappear. Thank you and have a nice week. Bye for now.